What did Deborah tell you exactly?
Deborah said, she's trying to explain the situation to me because Jessica was hysterical, and that's all who I had spoken to at that point. So Deborah comes on and is slowly, as best as she can, explaining to me what's going on. And then the conversation turns to money.
Let me stop you. I was asking you what she said to you. So she was explaining what was going on. Yes. What was she saying to you as best you can recollect?
Yes, it looks like people broke in. Your dad is dead. There are cops here. Stuff like that.
Okay. Anything else that she said to you?
Then talking about money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before she started talking to you about money, did she say anything else about your dad's killing or anything to do with that?
Yes. Like I said, when Jessica handed off the phone in hysterics, Deborah came on the phone and explained to me slowly and calmly what was happening at the house there at the moment, which is the killing.
Okay. And then you said she started talking to you about money?
Yes, then money became the topic of conversation.
As best you can, Mr. Sementilli, what do you recall Deborah Obad said to you about money in that call?
So Deborah said, Monica is freaking out about money because her and the girls are not going to have any. Now that my dad's gone and there's no paycheck, then Deborah tells me, you, which is me, have a lot of life insurance coming to you, and that I said to Monica, Deborah says to Monica, that Lou will help with money by giving some of this to them. And I'm on the other phone like, okay. I just don't really know what to say at the moment, but that's what happened.
Let me ask you about that. So it was Deborah who said, you have a lot of life insurance coming.
I was on the phone with Deborah, so yes.
And she said that to you?
She said that to me.
And Deborah told you that you had some kind of policy that money was coming directly to you?
Yes, through conversations she must have had with other people who knew, presumably Monica. Yes, she was telling me about this life insurance that's coming to me separate because of my dad's previous marriage. And that was also specifically mentioned, yes.
Okay, by Deborah.
By Deborah.
And you don't know at that point or any point where she got that information. You just know that Deborah was the one who was telling you that there was a separate life insurance policy and you were going to be a beneficiary of that.
Yes, and that I was to give some of this to Monica.
You're saying that Deborah, in that phone call, told you that you were supposed to give money to Monica?
Yes, and not even that I was supposed to, but that she assured Monica that I would.
She told you that, Deborah told you that she had assured Monica that you would give her money from your life insurance.
That's correct.
And that was that very first phone call?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're sure of that?
I'm correct. Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
So it was Deborah who told you about a separate life insurance policy, and it was Deborah who said to you that you should give some of the money to Monica from that life insurance policy.
So just that last part, the language, it was already presumed that I was going to give the money.
So she told you were going to give the money?
Yes. So it was almost as if Deborah was recounting a conversation she had with Monica to me.
But you don't know that, right?
I don't know what.
You don't know that Monica and Deborah ever had a conversation, correct?
I don't know it with absolute certainty.
Correct.
However, she knew things that she couldn't have possibly known without.
Your Honor, I would object. He's speculating about
What's this thing? I've ruled aye.
Thank you. Mr. Sementilli, in that first call where Deborah, you said, told you in a way that presumed you were going to give money from this separate insurance policy that you never knew anything about to Monica. You, in fact, later complained to the detectives that you thought it was presumptuous of Deborah Obad to tell you something about giving money, as if it was she expected you to do it, correct?
Correct. What was presumptuous was that she was answering on my behalf about something that I didn't know about, or even know that, I just thought this is a little bit strange topic of conversation to be happening an hour after my father was murdered. Yes, very strange to bring this up at all, yeah.
Okay. And isn't it true, Mr. Sementilli, that when Deborah at some point passed the phone to Monica, what she said to you was, don't worry, your dad's going to take care of you, or your dad is taking care of you. Isn't that correct?
I can restate what was said to me if you'd like.
Yes.
Yes. So when the phone was...
First of all, is that correct that she said your dad's going to take care of you?
Counsel, when you say she,
I'm
which
sorry,
of the two women are you
Miss-
referring to?
Miss Sementilli.
When Monica came on the phone, she
Yes.
said, your dad took care of you, there's lots of money coming to you, you'll be able to buy a house, you'll be able to buy a car.
Okay. She talked to you about continuing in school?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. So your dad's going to take care of you. There'll be money to buy a house, money to go to school.
There's money coming to you,
Okay.
yeah.
And she never said anything about life insurance, correct?
No, this is what she's talking about. She's talking about the life
No,
insurance.
you believed it was what she was talking about, but she never said anything about life insurance specifically, correct?
So whether or not she said those two words, life and insurance, to me, it didn't matter because I knew what she was talking about,
Okay.
especially the fact that Deborah was on a moment before talking about this life insurance. So yes, she was talking about the life insurance.
Thanks for being clear about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. And after she told you this, did you have any other conversation with Monica?
That night, specifically,
Yes.
I don't believe so.
Okay. And when you were on the phone with Monica, you said she was hyperventilating?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you tell me the conversation lasted how long?
It wasn't very long. It was 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Okay. So you made immediate plans to come down to Los Angeles?
After the murder,
Yes.
as a family, we came down, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And you got down there when?
I don't remember the exact day. I'm sure this is all on the record there. I attended the events that were here. Yeah.
Okay. And at some point, you stayed how long when you were down in Los Angeles?
For that funeral, I want to say it was probably like 5 days, 5 or 6 days, and then we all went back to Ontario.
And did you come back again?
The next time after that I came back to California was for Baker's guilty sentencing, which was 2 years ago.
Okay. So between the time you came down, you never came back to Los Angeles after that first service that you came down to in Los Angeles, correct?
That's correct. I did not go again to Los Angeles between February of 2017 and July of 2023.
Okay. You testified earlier, Mr. Sementilli, about a separate life insurance policy that your dad had purchased where you were the sole beneficiary.
Yep.
Correct?
Yes, correct.
And you learned about that for the first time from Deborah Obad that night.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And your dad had purchased it after, I understand from the year of purchase, after he and Monica were together?
He got that life insurance after he and my mom separated. As per Canadian law, at the time, he had to set up that life insurance for me.
And he set up that life insurance after he and Monica were together, correct?
I don't know that. I don't know when it was set up. To my knowledge, it was about the divorce between him and my mom. So,
I'm just asking you when, if you know.
I don't know when. So I
Okay.
didn't even know it existed until until I received it, basically. So,
Okay.
no, I don't know.
And once you knew it had existed, you learned that there was what kind of policy? You said a Manulife policy?
The company was Manulife, I believe. Yeah.
Manulife?
Manulife, yeah.
And you were the beneficiary, correct?
Mhm.
And how much money was coming to you from that policy?
So that initial policy from my mom and dad's divorce from the early 90s was $150,000 Canadian.
$150,000 Canadian.
That's right.
And you actually, you learned of it the night he died, and you filed a claim with Manulife, correct? February 9th?
File a claim with Manulife?
Yes.
Did I file a claim with Manulife?
Yes.
I don't recall. What I remember is just a check showing up at my door, to be honest with you. I don't really recall reaching out or having an issue or having to deal with Manulife in that regard. I just remember it kind of just came to my door randomly one day.
Mr. Sementilli, when you filed the claim with Manulife, you received money from that claim?
Your Honor, I would object as soon as facts not.
I'm sorry.
Sustained.
I'm sorry. I'll go back. Mr. Sementilli, at some point you received a check from Manulife, correct?
That's correct. The $150,000 from Manulife that was set in the life insurance when my mom and dad divorced.
And you received that in March of 2017.
It sounds
correct?
correct. Yeah.
So you're saying that you're not sure who filed a claim or who asked that the monies be paid, but in March of 2017, in fact, you received the benefits from that life insurance policy.
I'm going to object, Your Honor, again. It assumes facts and
Sustained.
not evidence.
Did you receive money from Manulife for the insurance policy?
Objection. Ask and answer.
So-
Did you?
I did.
And you received that, you think, in March?
Around that time, yeah.
Okay. And you, in fact, made the claim and